That's what Whitney did. Whitney gave respect to the ones that came before her, and she gave love to the new girls. Always. She always, as shady as Aretha was to her, she never disrespected Whitney at all. I mean, disrespect Aretha at all. She never disrespected Shaka. She never disrespected Gladys. She never disrespected any of them. Then she loved up on the new ones that came after her, like the Mary, the Brandy, the Monica, all the new ones. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? We don't got that now.
They fighting.
They fight. And then fighting. Right. And then Whitney wasn't intimidated to bring you on her stage. Because she like, I'm going to do Whitney. You do you. You know what I'm saying? Like, she wanted to. Kelly Price and Faith Evans said that they got to give Whitney so much respect because they wouldn't have never been on Rosie O'Donnell if it wasn't for her. They would have never got that look. You know what I'm saying? You know.
And then one thing, and I spoke about this on the episode we did with Quincy. Especially with women, they don't let us mess up. We don't get a grace, Black women, when, our personal life ain't the greatest and it gets out in the public. They don't give the same grace that they give. But they'll give grace to fucking rapists and all that shit, but they won't give people that are abusive in the industry and are, just fucked up individuals, bottom line.
Yeah.
But then somebody makes a misstep or, they have a substance abuse thing or something like that. And then you want to write them off or they're always the joke forever. Because look, when Whitney was on this earth, our people talked about her bad instead of like loving up on her. How you supposed to heal when your people ain't loving up on you? How you supposed to heal? When you already have an issue with confidence and you got all this fame on you and then everybody is making you the butt of the fucking joke on everything with that talent you got. Even when her voice started to change, she still could outsing 75% of the people that was out.
Speak on it.
So that component of her life always makes me sad that she could not get redemption. She was the butt of every joke.
And I think
that's also how they've done a lot of our legends like that. Not just regular artists, legends. They have done that.
Yeah.
But give grace to nasty old fucking men that's hurting people.
And then they even give it to white women because, like I said in the episode, that would have been like a Barbara Streisand. Like Quincy said, articles would have been read differently. They would have used different wording. It would have just been triumph. You know what I mean? Like a triumph. It was like with Whitney, it was just like, it was always something negative. You know what I mean? It was always like that woman had to deal with so much, and like I always say, and Mickey Howard said this too. She said Whitney was the first and had to take all the darts for us. You know what I mean? Because she said none of us had that type of height that she had. And to deal with that, especially when you already got issues that you came in the industry with, that's a lot to deal with. And then, you just want to come in and you just want to sing. And then you get your own people to, because I always said that, and me and Timoja had like a great conversation about this. It was like, I feel like that point, we never got the same Whitney ever again when she got booed at Soul Train. She was never the same because she was like, okay, yeah, let the white people do me and be shady and do all that to me. But I'm in the audience with my people and then I get booed, which I think is a lot to that, but leave that alone. But you know what I mean? It was just from that moment, she looking like, damn, I'm getting booed by my own people. And I'm just singing like, them records Clive might have put so much soulless shit behind it for it to sell. But when that girl got on that stage, she sounded a girl from the church. You couldn't deny it. You know what I mean? So it was kind of sad that Soul Train thing kind of made Whitney feel bad, you know? And I don't think she ever picked up from that.
And that's why some group think shit. I'm trying to. It's not like black people didn't buy the albums too. That's why it's confusing to me. Where'd I say I got these Whitney's albums from my mama's collection? So black people bought the album. So I'm confused as to like how it ended up really going down like that. Like who and like it was just. I'm sure it was a few people in the crowd, and then once people start.
This is what I was telling Timogen too when me and him was talking. I said that I felt like I always feel this. I always got a conspiracy, sis, when it comes to shit like this. And I always feel like Clive had something to do with that, in my opinion. I just do. Because I also feel like Clive didn't want Whitney to do I'm Your Baby Tonight at all. He didn't want that album at all. He wanted Whitney to do another one of them Whitney albums again. He wanted that, and she didn't. And I think when she finally let him know, like, yo, I want to work with my people. I think because that year in 89, to me, Whitney didn't have anything out. So why was she even nominated at the Soul Train Awards? Because one thing about Don Cornelius, he nominated everybody. Everybody got nominated if you were black. Because he felt like Whitney, Janet, and Anita was the ones getting nominated over there. You know what I mean? So he was like, yo, let my Mickey Howards and my Regina Bells and Stephanie Mills and Angela Winbush, let them get the stuff here. I felt like Clive, in my opinion, paid somebody at Soul Train to nominate her. After they were hearing, Clive knew that he was hearing shit that Al Sharpton was doing to get everybody to talk about how she wasn't white. Why would you let her go to a Soul Train Award? Why didn't you just let her go just to be in the audience? Why did she even have to be nominated? Whitney could have just sat there and been in the audience and hanging. You let her be nominated with other black artists. Like you knew the rumblings of what was going on with her, and you still, that's what I think, because know this, everybody, you gotta pay, there's things in the industry that can be brought. Grammys, all that shit, record sales, all that shit. So I feel like Clive was like, yo, let Whitney be nominated, and gave somebody from Soul Train that whole people some money, and she was nominated because this is 1989. Whitney didn't have anything out. There was why is she nominated for Best Album any damn way? She already cleaned up for that album already. So why was she nominated? I think it's some conspiracy for me. I think Clive was like, yo, once this happened, this gonna hurt Whitney, and Whitney gonna want to do what I want to do. Because he wanted to control her. That's what I feel. I do. I feel that way. I feel like he wanted to control this narrative of Whitney. And Whitney finally was like, you old ass man, I'm tired. I done did what you wanted to do. We done sold millions. Now let me do what I want to do. Let me control some shit. Thank you, Simone. She never did the Apollo. The only time she did it was the Greatest Love of All video. She never did the Apollo. Come on. And she did Soul Train once with a song like How Will I Know? Why couldn't she do You Give Good Love on Soul Train? Clive. Let me stop before we get our page taken down.
Damn, red hot man, yo.
Timogen, no, yeah, but Timogen, me and you went back and forth with this. Yes, she could have, but it was so many other females, I feel like, then. And Whitney wouldn't have mind. That's what I'm saying. Like, she loved all them girls. She'd have just been in the audience just chilling with them. Would have went to the after party and chilled out with them or whatever. Whitney just wanted to go to the Soul Train and hang with her people. because she knew she can be black as shit at the Soul Train Awards. She knew at the Grammy she had to be